Welcome to the first elimination matches here in ProBots Season 2. Today, we will be joined by the one and only Ketrock. That's right. Who will get eliminated? Will Ketrock be wearing pants? Will the ProBots finally gain sentience and take over the world? Stay tuned to find out here on ESChamp. And now, it's time for ProBots. Let's go! I have AI DJ. Okay, we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some ProBots. We have got some bots to eliminate, and Ketrock will help us do this. Are you ready to throw some bots in the scrap pile there, Ketrock?
Yeah, I'm excited. First week of eliminations, so we're going to be cutting down from that number of 16.
Yes, that is by 4 to be exact. So we're going to take a look at our bracket here in just a second, but before we do that, make sure you check out all the links below. There's a lot of cool new YouTube features now, and it's as it slowly migrates into taking over Twitch or whatever its goal is. You can now use Super Chat, which will pop up in the game if we're in game. You can also use Super Thanks. I think it's Super Thanks at the end of the stream. I believe you're all smart. You should all be able to figure it out. You can get cool emotes if you subscribe, but of course, the best way to support ESChamp is through our Crown Club membership. You can get cool free artwork. You get behind the scenes extra content. You can come hang out in the Discord for community game night, things like that. So do check all that out. Again, all the links in the description below for new bot authors are there as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket. I am very excited for tonight's games. We, again, are going to be tossing 4 of these poor bots into the scrap pile, and we're going to have some interesting matchups tonight. This is our upper bracket. So this will be next week's. This is, of course, we got to pay a little homage here to the top bots. Tier and Sharpened Edge. Oh, okay, we'll go back to that. Okay, here's today's matches. Our lower bracket. You, of course, survived and are in the upper bracket, so we won't see Ketrock bot until next week. But we have some strong Terrans down here. Are there any bots in this lineup that you are particularly afraid of, or maybe none at all?
Yeah, there's a very interesting bot in VeTerran who is light years better now than he was when he submitted to this tournament. So it's kind of like getting in a race versus a sprinter, but you start when he's tying his shoes. So if he can make it through this week, he gets to update his bot. And when he updates his bot, he's going to be a serious threat to win the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
He's one of the very top bots now.
Well, all right. He's got to get through tonight, though. That is
PrismBeams is always super annoying. BenBotBC is always an active bot author, so he's constantly getting stronger.
Yeah, AdditionalPylons is going to be going up against very, very similar build to last week, the Voider. Unless PrismBeam, I believe PrismBeams actually does have a couple of builds, I think the author was saying. Am I correct in that?
He's got Prism and Beams, but
that's at least 2.
There might be another build. I'm not aware.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I vaguely remember him mentioning he does have like 3 builds or something like that. So hopefully I'm not mistaken. Somebody will let us know in chat, I'm sure, if I am. But yeah, we got some awesome matches. They should be ready very soon. Again, check out everything below. Hit the thumbs up. Get us a little visibility on YouTube if you like what you see. And thanks for being here, Ketrock. It's always good to have a bot expert and one of the bot authors here to give their insight.
Call me backup Endersword.
Yeah.
I'm here when he's not.
Well, you do know a little bit more about bots than Endersword, so it's nice to bring a little bit more knowledge to the table in the end. I know absolutely nothing about all this. Endersword knows way more than me even, so I'm just glad that I have some nice influences and a great Discord as well. I read through the Discord a lot, the AI Discord, and try to keep up with what you guys are doing. But it is you guys are up to some really cool projects. A lot of cool things going on in that Discord. So
yeah,
if you're into bot making,
always new authors coming in too. So you never know who will be showing up in the next season. And yeah, there's some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, check out AIarena.net as well, everybody. That is where all these bots have qualified from. If you're not familiar, they are in Season 2 currently, and you can get your bot updated. I believe they have 2 leagues now that they're testing out, so an upper league and a lower league for like newer bots or testing bots, something like that. So it sounds pretty cool. You can check them out on Twitch as well. They have a 24-hour stream going on. You can see some of these bots, like Ketrock bot, going up against other bots like Micro Machine and all sorts of good bots. Where's my timer, production? I'm waiting. We're going to do a shout out while we wait because our members are awesome. Again, our Crown Club membership. Hopefully we'll see you all in person in a finals within, I don't know. I'm not going to put any time on it. Hopefully soon. But let's go ahead and do a shout out right now. Big shout out to Laddie. Not only is he helping to support ESChamp, he is running the show in the background. He is observing and keeping things looking smooth, along with Peter and Drek as well. But yeah, big shout out to all our Crown Club members. We will hopefully be doing a community game night in the near future. We've been talking about it a little bit, so stay tuned. Join the Discord. Check all that out. But let's talk about our first match coming up. I am very excited for these games. Again, one of these bots will get eliminated in this best of 3. We've got DominionDog, one of our few Java bots. Java seems to be becoming a little bit more popular. Have you guys started putting together any resources for new Java authors yet, or is it still kind of just you're on your own?
Well, Fidelino had grand plans for that, to create a nice Java framework, and he had the ability, but I think life has gotten a little busy for him. So he hasn't been as active in the scene as of late. I think this is... Did they not face each other twice in the last season of ProBots? I feel like this might be like an ace match between DominionDog and BenBotBC.
I think you're right. I feel like they have met at least once, and then, yeah, if not twice. This does feel like a recurring matchup.
So DominionDog likes his one-base pushes, and they're very strong. He also has a Mass Reaper build he used specifically for Micro Machine to knock him out of a tournament once. So DominionDog has actually knocked Micro Machine out of ProBots before. Yeah. But BenBotBC is always getting updated, and I think unlike last season, BenBotBC will be an even stronger threat for DominionDog. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what comes of this match.
Yeah, they both kind of stick on one base for a while, don't they?
BenBot usually likes the macro games. He's not rushing battle cruisers as he did as much as he did in the past, but he's a bot who likes to take his natural expansion and then build like a really fortified defense there with bunkers and missile turrets and widow mines and siege tanks, and then kind of transition into a more macro game from there.
Yeah. Oh, both these bots are Java. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we will have a Java brothers here. Java brothers. Yeah, this is going to be an awesome matchup. TVT, we will have some voting, I believe, as well, if Drek has that ready. You'll be able to cast your vote and decide who you think is going to move on, who will get eliminated. We will have to wait and see. Where's our... Yeah, that's... I'm ready for our match. There's my timer. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in to ESChamp. We are on day 3 of Season 2 here. The poll is open. Get your votes in. You can figure it out in chat there. Let's hop into this TVT, this best of 3, right here, right now, on ProBots. DominionDog.
Blossiers.
BenBotBC. What a good night for some AI StarCraft. Don't you agree?
Look at the action so
Okay.
far. We got 2 proxy barracks on either side of the map.
What were you saying about
Guys.
macro?
Yeah, BenBot does like his little bunker contain.
Yeah.
Gave my bots fits. I remember it destroyed my orbital command last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. And I guess DominionDog, I'm not sure what he's saying. He's taking gas, so perhaps a sort of proxy Reaper build. Looks like BenBotBC has found the barracks out and pulling a whole bunch of SCVs to deal with this.
Oh, he's gonna stop that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And does I don't know if DominionDog's gonna send another one, but I don't even know if it'll. Yeah, actually, there's one halfway across the map. Look at that.
Yeah,
might actually be able to finish it.
But there's still 3 SCVs there, so
yeah. BenBot's got a huge lead now, though, right? Just having that done so much sooner.
Actually, if DominionDog just left it there, I think having 3 SCVs off your mineral line this early in the game might actually make it even-ish. But
well, but not if he gets. Well, he's got another barracks, but
yeah.
So I guess yeah, in the end he should be okay. Yeah, Reaper is now producing, so the proxy does get shut down, which is nice for BenBot. But yeah, like you said, that is some lost minerals, some lost mining time, which could slow things down as well.
Yeah, another major problem is the Marine is coming back to deal with the proxy barracks of DominionDog, which means that bunker is not getting filled. Yeah, so perhaps DominionDog has a chance to take out that bunker before there's any Marines to defend it.
And those poor SCVs. Good job by BenBot denying that proxy, though, stopping the SCV. It's so close to finishing. And it looks like it. It does get canceled. I was gonna ask, how many bots cancel at this point if a building's getting denied. We don't see.
I would say nearly all of them. I mean, that's not the most difficult thing to code.
Pretty common.
Yeah, it's not a thing with like a million different scenarios. It's like if your structure drops below 5%, just cancel it.
Yeah, that's true. Nice safety feature there.
The one issue sometimes bots have is that they immediately rebuild it and then cancel it again and then rebuild it and cancel again. So sometimes you'll see like chain cancels just in rapid succession, draining all the bots' money.
Your bot, I think, did that once last season, didn't it? With something.
It may still do it today.
Or something.
I don't know if I repaired that code or not.
Oh, geez. Yeah, our next bot submission, our next bot update won't be until for next week's, right? Next week's games, or you're stuck on the same updates as well, right?
Yeah, the next update is actually this 10th, Sunday. Right? So next week's games are going to have fully updated bots once again.
Oh, okay. So you will be updated for next week then. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that'll be good to see. And then these bots, whichever bots make it out of this round as well, then will be updated. So yeah, next week we should, or in the next 2 weeks, we'll be seeing some brand new shiny bots, some nice new updates, some fixes, hopefully. And here we go.
He's doing a great job of chasing down these Reapers. Bunker is still in position. Now they don't block the Reapers from getting across the map, but the Reapers are not getting much done. And DominionDog is fairly all in with this build, it seems.
Yeah, he's not doing anything but Reapers. Yeah, it's just kind of a Reaper all in here. Which against the bunker, too, that's almost never going to get broken unless he gets a ton of Reapers.
It looks like BenBot even has... Yeah, he brings his Hellions back to repair, so he's going to have really good efficiency with his keeping his Hellions alive.
Oh! Not that one, though, unfortunately.
As I said it. Oh, Reaper actually gets trapped by SCVs and bounces himself out with a grenade. What a hero.
Oh, tank pops out just in time. Tank should be able to deal with this. Wow, Reaper's sticking on it. Now, is that for if it were to siege up, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
it feels like. So, yeah, they're just constantly on it. But in this case, the tank will just mow all these Reapers down. Hero tank there.
And that would be great code against most bot authors. Because most people, when their tank is in range of an enemy unit, they siege it up.
It just sieges, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're jumping on top of the tank during that time, you're in good shape. But yeah, an unsieged tank is an amazing counter to Reapers.
So now, how difficult is it to decide the scenario in which you should siege up? Because you use tanks pretty frequently now, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Because a lot of times, if you unsiege, like the whole army that you're holding back with that siege tank will just jump on top of you and kill you. So if you're going to unsiege, you got to make sure it's really safe to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if there's units right on top of you, then you're just going to die if you don't unsiege. So to do it perfectly, it'd probably be a lot of work. But nothing has to be done perfectly.
Yeah.
There's There's perfect, and then there's good enough. And good enough is what you look for most of the time.
Yeah. This tank, though, has been an absolute baller. It's probably up to like 10 kills now or something. There we go. So it was waiting to siege until it got into the bunker position, which, you know, that is the best place for it. So,
yeah.
Good
and now it's even collecting these Reapers. The Reapers are no longer jumping out and going on the offense. There's still 2 in BenBotBC's base, but oh, that's a nice bunker dance.
It's really interesting to see him flash in and out of existence like that.
These 2 Reapers actually doing a fair amount of work here, but with the second Hellion popping out, I think they'll get cleaned up eventually. BenBot being up a full extra base. Reapers camping the proxy barracks is nice.
Yeah, kind of like you were saying, BenBot with the macro, I think has just got the better long game here. And as DominionDog with the all-in, obviously, the one base all-in. Yeah. After a certain point, if it doesn't work, you're just kind of dead. He is going to attempt one more little breakout here, but the Marines are just going to get absolutely slaughtered. And with 21 army supply to 6, I don't think DominionDog is going to come back in game number 1 here.
No. But the one thing I am seeing is I'm seeing a transition out of DominionDog. It's just not just 3 racks Reaper until the end of times. He's building a factory. So there is a follow-up plan. It's just how good can that follow-up plan be when you're contained on 1 base? And that's a strong containment too. Missile turret, bunker, siege tank, extra Marines, probably an SCV there as well. No.
Well, you would need like a Banshee or something to try to break out, but now, BenBot even has Vikings out, so even that wouldn't even work. Ooh, even Widow Mines. That is what I've been waiting to see. We need more Widow Mines this season. Good job, BenBot. Thumbs up for you.
Yeah, he is super annoying with those. He burrows them at your expansion bases, and there's been actually we had a famous game from the previous season where Spiny couldn't expand. It was like destroying BenBotBC, but he couldn't expand because of a single Widow Mine blocking his next expansion base.
Those pesky Widow Mines. All right, well, BenBot has the chokehold on DominionDog here. Getting some upgrades for the Widow Mines. And actually, DominionDog has managed to build up a decent little army, has had great restraint in building this up, and will get in range of the turret, but he needs to be way more careful with those Marines. One more shot, they're all dead. Ooh.
Yeah, and he can only see the turret when the Marines step forward into the enemy siege tank range.
Yeah, it would be nice if he had a little air or something, like a Viking of his own to maybe scout ahead, but as it is, the Marines are the only thing that'll give him that vision, and every time they get too close.
Second siege tank is getting further forward. Okay, let's see, does this help? Yes, okay, so he's gonna take out the bunker. And maybe BenBotBC just runs home. If not, I don't think you'll be able to kill both of these tanks in time.
Wow, I definitely didn't expect DominionDog to break out at the very least. Oh, cancel.
Well, technically he hasn't yet. Those tanks are in range of each other if we click on one of them, but I don't think they can see each other.
Wait, are they? Because that other tank... Oh, yeah, it's true, because he's shooting the Marine first, because that's in range once he gets range of it, I think.
Those Marines have to like commit suicide better. They need to set further forward so DominionDog can kill that tank.
There's some weird tank micro going on here. Okay, they are going to bolt siege up now. This should...
One shot. There we go.
There it is.
And he's out. But meanwhile, BenBotBC is taking his 3rd base.
Yeah.
Still impressive. I didn't think DominionDog would even get that far. Pushing out with what he has, so a handful of Marines, a couple siege tanks, but there is that high ground position for BenBotBC. Working up a ramp can be difficult, especially going into bunkers and Widow Mines. No siege tanks, however, for BenBot.
You know what there is, though, for BenBot?
Battlecruiser operational.
And that should pretty much seal the deal here. BenBot, he has made it. I think every time he makes it to battlecruisers, he's in a pretty good spot. There have been a few games, obviously, he does lose when he rushes battlecruiser or something like that, but this was a really nice build out of it. I really like the progression of it. Just the nice contain. Seems to work really well against Terrans, too. I mean, obviously, we have a lot of Terrans in this bracket, but it's worked against Micro Machine, right? It's worked against... You said it worked against your bot?
I'm not sure if it's worked against Micro Machine, but yeah, he killed my orbital last week.
Somebody whose bunker? Somebody did that though. Well, oh, was it you?
Oh, I did to
yeah,
Micro
you
Machine,
did that.
Yeah, it was actually a TVP opener that I'll use as a human player.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went more severe with it versus Micro Machine. I'm not sure if there's such thing as an all-in containment, but that's what I went for.
Yeah.
So it's like bunker, rush siege tanks as fast as possible, missile turrets, and then hopefully confuse the bot that's so much stronger than mine.
No, you guys have some great matches. I'd say obviously he dominates the ladder, but there's still some pretty close matches between you two.
Oh yeah, I mean at the time he dominated, but now it's a little more up in the air.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked the ladder in a little bit.
Well, there's no bot that consistently beats Micro Machine, but there are a few bots that periodically beat Micro Machine, like maybe 10 to 30% of the time. Eris being one of them. VeTerran, who we'll see later tonight. My own bot. Tier usually pulls out something for ProBots.
Tier can beat anybody, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Tier's the wild card. Always doing those weird builds. All right, BenBot has a huge army lead, 2 battle cruisers, even some Viking support. Playing very defensive, but could just push across and win, obviously.
Yeah. No expansion now, DominionDog, which is a little sad, because if there's one thing that BenBot doesn't have is like a kill instinct. You can fall really far behind against BenBot and still come back because he'll just keep that defensive stance for so long.
Yeah. We saw a command center earlier though, added to me, and he canceled it, and then I guess he just never rebuilt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. You probably ran out of mineral patches and didn't have the money to afford it ever again.
Was about as good as a fight as I guess you could expect. Oh, a third one comes in to mop up here. And yeah, with 3 battle cruisers, Marines just don't stand a chance.
Yeah, especially without upgrades. I'm not sure what the upgrades are on the battle cruisers, but Marines versus heavily armored units is kind of a joke. That's why you never see Marines versus Ultralisks. Yeah, we got +1 armor for the battle cruisers, so that puts them at 4 armor. So the Marine damage gets reduced from 6 down to 2.
That takes a lot of shots, in case anyone here is bad at math.
Yeah. Turns 3 Marines into 1, more or less. Oh, that's a lot of Marines, though.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is about as good as you could hope for, is for the battle cruiser to jump on top of the Marines. But, I mean, everyone that comes in clears out, like, 60% of them, so...
Yeah.
He's almost out of money. As soon as those last couple mineral patches run out with a mule on it, should be very soon. And here we go. BenBot will push across and take the win. Okay, so what does DominionDog have to do differently here? Obviously, he's got to maybe bust that contain a little sooner. I feel like it had some potential. If the Reapers had been maybe less aggressive and more defensive and stayed at home, they could have stopped the bunker from even coming up.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it comes down to the fact that his first barracks was proxied across the map and then got denied.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to go all in with Reapers and your first barracks gets denied, you're kind of in a really bad spot at that point.
Yeah. And even with the barracks at home, he just kept sending the Reapers across. He was just so committed.
Yeah.
To attacking the other base. Oh, this is BenBot coming in a little haphazardly here. It's still 110 to 10 army supply. He should be fine. Where's the rest? Okay, it's all in battle cruisers floating behind the base there.
Yeah. The BCs are coming back in, ready to teleport home, but they never had to teleport because there's nothing left to damage them.
All right. Well, DominionDog put up a good fight. That was a nice little skirmish there at the beginning. Got into BenBot's base, was doing some damage, but yeah, BenBot with just a nice build, getting the tanks out right on time to deal with some of those Reapers. That tank that pushed across killed a lot of the Reapers too that were coming across. So just yeah, a lot of how many Reapers died in this game? Actually, I'm curious. Can we see real quick? 32. That's my guess.
21.
Where is it? 20. Ooh, close. Very good. You pay good attention. All right.
32 is optimistic.
A lot of Reapers. All right, so we've got, again, this is a best of 3. So there is still a chance that we can get an ace match, my favorite, but we're going to have to see something a little bit more, I don't know, a little cleaner, maybe a different build out of out of our bot there, out of DominionDog. Everyone voted for DominionDog. Oh wait, can I vote too?
I mean,
I can
DominionDog shot up the ladder really quickly when he came onto the scene, right up to like number 2, and it wasn't with a Mass Reaper build. So he has a much stronger all-in that he uses with tanks and liberators, kind of does this like 1-1-1, one base push. So hopefully he'll switch up strategies and try that one out. And I could see that breaking BenBotBC. In fact, I think it's done it before in the past. So I wouldn't count out DominionDog yet.
It's good. Get my hopes up. I want it. All right. I guess you can still vote in chat. I was able. Can you click on the poll? It's different this week. You can like actually there's a poll that you click a button instead of typing vote like normal. Oh, he's testing. Okay, so yeah, help us test, everybody. Click the buttons.
Awesome.
DominionDog. He got all the votes first, but now in the second round, BenBot's getting all the votes. But no, I definitely don't count him out.
Yeah, normally the bot that gets the most votes is the one that's the easiest to spell, because everyone who tries to vote for the other one just does a bunch of typos and then it never got through. So I'm liking this new system.
Yeah, it's way easier. Just click the button there, because that's how Twitch does it too. I think you can just click a button or something. Anyway, it is time for game number 2. Will we get an ace match or will we have our first elimination? Let's find out. DominionDog.
Blossiers.
BenBotBC. All right, welcome to Lightshade, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning in, this is our first series of the night. We've got a bunch more people here now. Make sure, again, hit that thumbs up button, get us a little visibility on YouTube if you like what you see. It does help us out a lot. Yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. It's a good time. Might have BenBot going for the proxy again, but DominionDog has switched up its build.
Yeah, I suspect he's going back to his bread and butter build. Oh no, there's a second barracks.
Ooh.
Okay, not quite sure it's happening. But what he's not doing is what he did last match. So there's no proxy racks for DominionDog, and we'll have to see what he's up to, whether he's going to tech up or just make a bunch of Reapers again.
What's his bread and butter build again?
He does this really good one base push with tanks and Marines, and then he has the correct support of Liberators and Vikings that allows him to like push through enemy siege tanks.
Yeah, that air control is very important in TVT.
But I see a third barracks coming down, so I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to see another 21 Reapers. He did not lose the proxy barracks, though, so at least these Reapers are getting out on time. Let's see what they can do when they get out on time.
Yeah, I'd love it if they came down here and shut this barracks down, but I don't know if they'll quite be in time for that. First Reaper is about to pop out, but it is going to go straight across, actually. Oh, wait. Never mind. I saw the rally point and just assumed it was going to go start scouting or something, but no, it pulls back in. Okay. So 21, is that's the magic number, huh?
Let's see. Fourth barracks coming down, actually.
Ooh.
You
Doubling
can definitely
down. I
not
like it.
afford 4 barracks worth of Reapers. I don't think on one base.
I think this could be good, though, because if he does mass up enough, BenBot does put a lot into this contain, and then sometimes a little bit slow getting the defenses up back at home. If DominionDog can just crush the contain, the counterattack should just kill BenBot, right?
Or you ignore the contain altogether. If those Reapers just go straight across the map, they're going to first hit the proxy barracks, which they may or may not take down, and then they'll go right into BenBot's base. And if his defenses are all the containment, like there's no containing Reapers, basically. The Reapers have to choose to fight the bunker.
Well, looks like 5 is the magic number for this attack. But yeah, I do actually like that idea way, way better. Instead of wasting the Reapers on the defense, make BenBot waste all his money putting this bunker up, which is useless because there's no expansion coming down anytime soon. It's just going to be Reapers for days.
Yeah. Finally getting through, almost taking out a Hellion. Expansion going down for BenBotBC, but
There's
DominionDog is
nothing.
skipping that and going straight into the main. Let's see if he can get some worker damage here.
Oh, he will. Oh, he will. Might even get that Hellion. Even with the big repairs, it is not enough. The Reapers are now going with 5 Reapers. No mineral line would stand a chance against this. So we're gonna see a lot of dead SCVs here.
Another Hellion on the way, but yeah, against 5 Reapers, like, can you even get 1 Reaper kill before you lose it? I don't think so.
Oh man, there's a lot of dead SCVs. BenBot is just kind of pulling handful after handful. As one dies, another one comes off to take its place. And it's buying a little time for Hellions to pop out, but I think that should pretty much do it for the economy. Now BenBot has to try to survive with, what does he have, just Marines? He didn't even get a tank out or anything this time.
He has 6 Marines that kept getting distracted by the reinforcement Reapers. But even if these Marines get home, even if they get home right at the moment the Hellion pops out, I still don't think that's anywhere close to being enough to deal with this many Reapers.
Oh gosh, no. Not at all. And they're splitting up now too, so they're getting a little more single file, and that is just a Reaper balls.
DominionDog is like, oh, your bunker's empty? Let me expand right in front of the bunker then.
Yeah, it's the best time for it. All right, and we're getting it, ladies and gentlemen. Our ace match between these two. There's no way BenBot's coming back from this. He's got 0 army supply now.
0 production, 0 workers, 0
Straight
minerals.
for the jugular. That's how you take down BenBot. Don't even bother with his contain. Well, this map really favored it too. The other map, I feel like the contain was pulling in some units. It was a lot more in the path of sight there. This natural is a lot further down, it feels like, from the main, and any production or anything like that. So little whack-a-mole with some command centers. They'll burn down though, and that is a win for DominionDog. Hell yeah, ace match. That's what I want. All right, now everyone's like, oh crap, I should have kept my vote.
Yeah,
should have kept my vote the same. Yeah, I'll change.
Well, there's 2 polls, right? Let me split my vote. I'll just change my vote to DominionDog in the text one.
Yeah, there you go. Vote for both. You can't be wrong. Ooh, this is a good way to start off our night. All right, so in our next match, we will have an elimination. This next game coming up, one of these 2 Terrans will go down. It's unfortunate, especially with how good these 2 have a fun play style. Very aggressive, nice little contains, really good Reaper play. I like it. I love it when they get up to battle cruisers as well. That's always my favorite. Are you ever gonna work in battle cruisers, or are you strictly a Banshee Viking kind of guy?
I've had ideas of BCs, but I have other stronger ideas that I'm applying first. So down the road one day.
Oh, and we're going to see your bot's BM next week, aren't we? It's going to be sassy.
I've increased the rate of my mule BMness, so it doesn't happens more often, and add some more chat messaging. And yeah, you gotta give your bot an attitude, otherwise it's just gonna get walked over, I think.
That's half the fun, is giving them a little personality, making it your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, one of these bots again is about to get tossed in the scrap pile. Let's hop into our last game here in this best of 3. Will it be BenBot? Will it be DominionDog? Let's find out. Maybe.
Phenomenas.
DominionDog.
Blossiers.
BenBotBC. All right. Jaganatha. Did the community ever decide on that one?
Yeah, there was a Reddit post that decided that everyone's saying it wrong. So
how
apologies to all of our Indian viewers who actually know how this word is supposed to be pronounced, but apparently it's nothing like how anyone says it.
Oh, do you know?
I remember it being similar to Juggernaut or something like that. So it's more of a jug sound, I think.
Juggernaut.
But yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Sorry, everybody. Maybe we'll find out one day. All right, BenBot's doing he is proxying for life. But DominionDog, I guess game 2 works, so it looks like we're going to see another just 4 racks Reaper build.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if he decided not to proxy his first barracks because of what happened in game 1. Because you can kind of save data between games, so if you say, okay, this proxy got shut down, let me remember that and not do it next time. That could be something what you possibly coded.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't remember. The Reapers didn't care about the proxy barracks, right? They just go past it.
They just go past it. Unless the Marine happens to be popping out as they go by, then they'll fight the Marine.
Yeah.
We didn't.
But they don't care about the barracks.
Yeah, we didn't see it last game, but I could see it happening on the mini map where the reinforcement Reapers were like catching the Marines and they were duking it out.
Well, I imagine we'll have a similar scenario this game, so you should catch a glimpse of it. Bunkers in place, Marines coming across, Reapers are popping out, and yeah, I guess once we see that 5 again, so it'll all depend on this map. This is a longer map, so the rush distance is a little bit more. Maybe BenBot can get a tank out again this time. That factory is about 75% done, and if that tank pops out, then the Reaper harass does really just get shut down.
Right, that tank was a big factor. That worked a lot better than the Hellions, but I'm not sure when he decides to build a tank and when he's building Hellions. But certainly something happened game 1, which made it easier for BenBot to hold, because the Reapers did bypass the bunker in game 1 as well. It just didn't turn out very well for them.
Yeah.
It's all about getting up to that magic number, or just getting the right amount of numbers, and once you get that many, there's nothing that can kill the Reapers anymore.
Yeah, because they can just micro and heal while others are fighting, and... All right, well, we should see some Reapers going across. Yeah, there it is. The attack has begun. Looks like they might catch a Marine. No, they're going to actually get past. So that Marine will be lucky. He's going to pop out, but is it really that lucky when he's just going to die later? If
this is almost looking identical to game 2. 5 Reapers getting out.
The tank's on the way, though.
Oh, you're right. It is a tank.
The tank will finish. So we'll see. Maybe if the repair isn't good enough, if the Reapers can get us around and get a jump on that tank as it pops out, which they're in a perfect spot to separate the Marine or the SCVs from repairing. Oh, even 2 more coming across. Yeah, this could just absolutely devastate BenBot here.
Yeah, it already has actually. But
yeah, it already has.
Hellion coming home. Marines are staying with the containment.
Oh, SCVs.
There's still a few SCVs left for this tank.
Oh, tank runs. He knows. He's like, oh, crap. Oh, that's right. He goes and tries to get across to the bunker position. But he gets pinned in. And that is just too many Reapers.
Was it even shooting when it was moving? I don't think
no,
it was.
It was just running. It was looking at him, but yeah, it didn't stop to shoot because it has to stop to do a shot there.
It would not have killed 6 Reapers, but it might have killed 3 Reapers if he just fought it out. I don't think it would have helped too much, though, with all those SCV losses. Marines deciding to come home once again after all of the SCVs are already dead.
Oof.
And, yeah.
It was
unfortunate.
Closer, but, yeah, not quite good enough. Not quite on time for that tank. If that tank had been, like, 15 seconds sooner, or the Reapers just a little later, if BenBot had, somehow distracted those Reapers from coming across just for a little bit, could have definitely turned out differently. But nicely played. DominionDog turning things around, coming back from a 1-0 deficit, winning 2 in a row, and will move on in the lower bracket.
I feel bad for BenBot. His
BenBot's made it pretty far in previous seasons.
Oh yeah, he was actually a favorite to win the whole thing at one point. So he made the final 3 against 2 bots he'd already beaten. What was I going to say? But yeah, the bunker contain is a nice way to get ahead, and the bunker contain works versus basically anything except for Reapers, and he's facing someone who's building nothing but Reapers. So.
Yeah, it actually has to engage something to be useful and helpful. I love the little lifting. Yeah, it's good job, DominionDog. You are moving on. BenBot, we will maybe see you in future seasons, I have no doubt. But for now, you're getting tossed in the scrap pile. Your author can dig you out later. But all right, GG. Nice best of 3 there. Good way to start things off here on ProBots. What do we got coming up? We have got more best of 3s. we've got more. Oh no, we've got some Protoss coming up next. Yeah, a little additional pylons versus PrismBeams, a PvP as our next 3v best of 3. So some mirror matchups tonight, and then after the break we'll have even a little TVZ after the break, so that'll be fun. Yeah, more Terrans. We got some Zergs still left. I think CreepMind's like one of our only Zergs still in the tournament. Who's in the
Eris in the upper bracket, and
Eris.
CreepMind in the lower bracket. CreepMind being a new author who's able to qualify within 1 season. That was pretty cool.
A few new bots. Wasn't VeTerran also brand new this season?
Yes and no. He is a old retired bot who has come out of retirement
that's right.
and is now back in the scene once again. So he was one of the top bots, but from a couple of years ago, where things have evolved a lot since a couple of years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
However, with that said, now once again he's one of the top bots. So.
All right. Well, again, we'll see him after the break, but get your votes in right now. We're about to hop into our next best of 3 here. Again, a PvP, additional pylons, and PrismBeams coming up. Can we get a look at their statistics? There they are. Additional pylons has been around for a long time as well. Coded in Python. I believe this is like his 4th or 5th appearance, but has been around for multiple years now.
Yeah, and Additional Pylons has gotten really strong of late. Now, I believe, has abandoned the project because he's rebuilding Additional Pylons in another language called Go.
That's right.
But where Additional Pylons was left off, he was definitely one of the top 3 Protoss bots we had. Unfortunately, we did see a weakness it has versus Proxy Void Rays. And he just happens to be facing another bot this week, which is doing Proxy Void Rays in PrismBeams.
Potentially, we'll see if I'm full of it or if I'm correct. But I'm pretty sure PrismBeams might have some additional builds here. But we didn't get any info, unfortunately, other than it is programmed in Python.
And PrismBeams is not SharkBot, right? They'll implement the proxy voids very differently. And
maybe that's who I'm thinking of as SharkBot. Crap. I don't know now. Anyway, here's PrismBeams stats. Looking good.
Yeah, SharkBot has many builds. Some really aggressive cheeses and then some strong macro as well.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be one. He's a name that's not going in the scrap pile anytime soon.
No. Yeah, he's up against Micro Machine next week, so could at the very least get knocked into the lower bracket.
Yeah, I believe he knocked Micro Machine out of the King of the Hill tournament we have going on weekly. Or he gave him a good run. He either lost 2-1 or he won 2-1. I can't remember. But yeah, he can beat Micro Machine.
Keep your eye on him then. All right, well, we're ready for our next best of 3 here, our PvP. It is Additional Pylons versus PrismBeams here on ProBots. Let's get into it.
Mind Me's.
Additional Pylons.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams. Additional Pylons ain't got no time for your sass.
Yeah, that was a little rude. I mean, PrismBeams didn't even say anything. He's already telling him to shut up.
Yeah, right. I thought PrismBeams said something. That's hilarious. Are you sure you have the most BenBot, Ketrock? Because Additional Pylons here.
Yeah, that's another level.
All right, PvP. Most likely going to see some Void Ray shenanigans, obviously, out of PrismBeams. It's kind of in the name there. But Additional Pylons is a very strong bot. And, I was like, man, I could get a block on the pylon there. That'd be nice. But no, it does get pushed out of the way.
And this is what Additional Pylons needs if he's going to deal with the Proxy Void Ray, is to scout it immediately.
Does he send? He hasn't sent anything to deal with this now, though. Maybe he'll build the Zealot to deal with it.
Yeah, well, you probably don't want to pull probes against a pylon anyways, but killing that Prism Beam probe means nothing, no Stargate anytime soon, I guess.
Yeah.
And Prism Beams is certainly not as complex of a bot as SharkBot. SharkBot is an extremely well-written bot. Prism Beams is more of a, hey, I'm going to build a Void Ray Rush bot. So I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to adapt to things like losing your probe or getting your proxy harassed.
Oh, okay, there it is. I was going to say, I don't see another probe coming across, and it might have just killed it, but no, there is one. Okay.
Yeah.
Scared me for a second there.
Can't decide where he wants to put that Stargate. I get the feng shui just right.
The optimum location there. Now what? Yeah, no. What's the? Is it just because I'm trying to place, but it's not placing, so put it somewhere else until I can place it, essentially. Oh,
it could be. I mean,
oh no. Yeah, almost had a non-placing. Could have gotten stuck trying to place it left and right. All right, so it does get up the proxy Stargate finally, and 2 shield batteries.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit delayed, which is nice, and that allows Additional Pylons to actually get a stalker down here. Is this going to be just a complete turnaround from its performance last week?
And focusing the pylon, I like that.
Oh, it's big. The buildings will finish, but obviously nothing will be able to produce. Now, do the buildings get energy when they're unpowered?
Oh, he's repairing the pylon. I was wondering if he would do that.
It's all right. There's nothing here to stop it.
Okay, so he's going to drain the batteries at least. Yeah. That's better than nothing. Yeah, one of the big things is Prism Beams didn't send out his worker until he was ready to build the Stargate. Mm-hmm. So the Stargate was a good 45 seconds delayed from when he could afford it.
Oh man, is he going to actually get this Void Ray out?
I think he'll get it out. Oh my gosh, it is going to be close.
Oh, go back.
Oh, it's so
it's
close.
Not.
It's
Wow, this is a huge development for Additional Pylons. Just after last week, I was almost convinced that it was going to be
the pylon position. There's only one position for the pylon.
Oh, that's
There's
hilarious.
like 50 positions to build the Stargate, but the pylon has to go directly there, and it's blocked.
Yeah, it's that way you can surround it. You don't get blocked up by minerals or the geyser or something. Wow, with Immortal now coming out as well. That Void Ray will not finish, and there's really nothing at home for Prism Beams. This is kind of his all-in. So, wow.
Prism Beams doing the standard human response as well, which is chrono boosting one of your structures when it has no power. I'll even see that in GSL sometimes.
No, yeah, it's just a reflex.
Yeah.
For a lot of it, I feel like. Nicely done. All right, so we're definitely going to get into a game 2 here, and I don't count out Prism Beams just yet. Again, we saw last week Void Ray builds out of my brain just stopped. Who was it? SharkBot. SharkBot did the Void Ray builds that just kind of crushed Additional Pylons.
Yeah.
But a nice turnaround. Yeah, it really was that killing that probe. It was a domino effect. Nothing else got out in time. If that Void Ray had 2 more seconds, it comes out.
Yeah. At which point I still think Additional Pylons would be in good shape, but yeah, cutting off that power meant there's no chance at all for Prism Beams.
Yeah, if had 1 more shield battery been there on time, oh man, it was very, very close. I mean, the Void Ray might have still done it. There's only 2 stalkers here. Void Ray can take on 2 stalkers.
Yeah, kind of. Depends if he gets the charge up.
Yeah, if
whether
he gets the charge,
stalkers fighting the charge or not.
That's what I guess that's what
the batteries are recharging a little bit during the fight as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially with some shield batteries. So.
A nice strong cleanup here of Additional Pylons, not giving any chance for Prism Beams to get back into this. Just steamrolls across the map with the Immortal and forward warpins. GG.
Got him. Yeah, that is a nice follow up to Additional Pylons. Does have the counter, even if as long as he doesn't get his mineral line killed off like we saw in week 1 by those voids, it's usually a pretty good strong 1 base push out of that. So nicely done. We're gonna go to a game 2 here. and I'm very excited to see if additional pylons can survive it was almost his crux last week. It just really felt like that was his Achilles heel, and it's nice to see him survive it. But I would like to see some Void Rays keep going through this tournament. This is our first season we've really had this much Void Ray action. So
That's true.
It's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it personally. I know there's a lot of people out there raging probably about Void Rays, but
yeah, they are buffed right now, so the Void Rays have never been as strong as they are right now.
Hell yeah, they got speed upgrades you can get. Void Rays are so awesome. All right, get your poll. Yeah, everybody voting for additional pylons, actually. So a lot of people having faith in AP there. Good to see. He does have the experience over PrismBeams for sure. I think that's going to be a big part of this. But yeah, again, make sure you check out our Crown Club, everybody. If you like our show, you'll like our extra show, PostBots. We're going to have next week. Who's joining us? I just read it. I forgot. It's gone. Shark Nice. Speaking of SharkBot, we will actually have Shark Nice tomorrow night on PostBots. So check out our Crown Club if you want to come watch live, or if you just want to watch it after, you can do that. All right, we're going to talk about more stuff in just a little bit, but let's hop into our next game between these two right here on ProBots. And we're going. I swear, our production's here. Maybe. All right, maybe not.
No, I hear music.
There.
Mind Me's.
Additional pylons.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams. Yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, just on the PostBots notes. Note, we do have a free episode available, and I'll mention again later. But a free episode of PostBots is available from our Season 2 here from a couple weeks ago in our Season 2 playlist in the description. So check that out. If you like it, think about joining the Crown Club. You can get access to that as well as some free artwork and various other cool little things. So yeah, it's fun. We get bot authors like Ketrock here join us and give us a little bit more in-depth look into these bots and kind of what's going on this season. And it's pretty fun. Check it out if you like talk show type things. What is going on here?
To jump into the action, I can see the scout probe from additional pylons is stuck.
Is that what
I think it's trying to reach the 6 o'clock base, which is walled off.
Oh, wait, but
means
I see what you're saying.
PrismBeam gets to do what he wants to do this time. The pylon has not been scouted.
Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, but this is a second probe. So was he trying to expand there?
I think that's a probe that goes from base to base looking for proxies. And he's like, okay, let me just get to the 6 o'clock base at any moment now.
I see.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right, well, yeah, PrismBeams is going to have a very good spot if it doesn't get scouted here. Yeah, no delay this time around.
No. Yeah, that Stargate's up a minute faster than it was in the previous game.
That's huge.
Cybercore completing for additional pylons. Let's see if the first stalker heads that direction. Could be enough if you can start working away on it.
Were you trying to high five some? What? What? I'll high five you, Ketrock.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know. Thought I left you hanging for a high five there. What are you guys saying? I would
when you're
high five
who's on PostBots tomorrow, I put my hand up. That's probably what it was. Because
gotcha.
I'll be subbing for Endersword there as well, I guess.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, anyway, sorry, I get distracted easily. Stargate is done. Robo is not the best thing to deal with this. Stalker is going to find this, which is nice, but 2 shield batteries are done, so we're going to have Void Rays this game. That is pretty much inevitable at this point.
So Stalker has found it. He's working away on the pylon. It doesn't really matter what you shoot, because no matter what you shoot, it's going to drain a battery.
Would it be better to shoot a battery then, so you can drain one battery and then kill the one with energy?
Yeah.
In theory, you know, if he had
theory,
enough time. He won't have enough time here, but
no. As long as he doesn't instantly die to this first Void Ray. Adept arriving, that's not going to be helpful. A Zealot would be useful. A Stalker would be useful. An Adept won't do much unless he goes across the map with it.
Ooh,
Stalker's going to take the fights, unfortunately. Oh, but...
Wow, he got off just enough shots to push back the Void Ray to want to get some shields there. Hey, it's still going to die, but... oh my god! The Stalker is flirting with death here. How is it?
The Adept is actually... Okay, I take it back about the Adept. The Adept is distracting that Void Ray a lot.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That Void Ray is not getting any work done because he's always coming back for the Adept.
There's no way the Stalker survives. What? Come on. It's doing a good job keeping the Void busy, but yeah, there's a second Void about to pop out, and again, it's just kind of that snowball effect. Once you get 3, 4 Voids, you need a lot of Stalkers to be able to one-shot them.
3 Stalkers now and an Immortal. If an Immortal can get over there and start working on those structures.
Oh, there, finally does. I gotta say that this is very impressive, Micro from Additional Pylons, buying as much time as possible, keeping the Voids busy. Obviously, the worst case scenario would be if he gets into the mineral line and starts killing probes. So Additional Pylons is going to keep producing and will keep trying to somehow out-macro this. Phoenix on the way. Is that going to be any good?
Phoenix and Void Rays are similar in power when they fight each other. Obviously, Phoenix are not armored, so the Void Rays charge up doesn't do anything, but then Phoenix are supposed to work versus light units, and Void Rays aren't light.
Yeah. So it's just kind of, yeah, just neutral almost. But yeah, with the shield batteries here, one Phoenix is not going to cut it. Another Phoenix is in production, but unfortunately, they do not seem to have the micro abilities that these Stalkers and all these ground units have, because it just kind of goes in and dies.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Obviously, the range is a factor. If you had that range upgrade, it'd be big, but... Oh, Ketrock, I think there's too many shield batteries here.
Yeah, but, I mean, as long as those Voids are distracted, they're not killing Additional Pylons. So yeah, maybe he gets something up, right? A Tempest or something that can kite these Void Rays. Like, you never know. Handful of Stalkers, but yeah, these Phoenix are definitely just throwaway at this point.
Yeah, it's such an unfortunate waste. So imagine if he could save up 5, 6 Phoenix, he could actually maybe pounce on these Void Rays and get a kill or two. Oh,
I can see why you would do that. Like when you're writing code, it's like the opponent bot has lots of air units. What should I make for anti-air? Well, Phoenix seems like a good idea, but it's just not a good idea to charge in against Void Rays, especially when they're sitting over shield batteries.
Yeah, it's all about that mobility with Phoenix. Got to keep moving, keep dancing.
The Adepts are actually killing the replacement probes out of PrismBeams. So there's a lot of attempted shield batteries that are not getting up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see that. The little flashing shield battery there.
Or did PrismBeams wall himself in and he can't get a probe out anymore? Something's happening here.
Oh,
I'm not
maybe,
sure what
yeah.
those shield batteries are, but there's no... Oh, he's trapped. You're right. He trapped his
there
own
he is.
probe.
Oh, I didn't even see him there. Oh, goodness. That's fine. He doesn't really need it anymore anyway. He's actually spending his money pretty well. He could use another Stargate. If he had 2 Stargates pumping out Voids, this would just be almost an unstoppable proxy once it gets up and established here. But as it is, I still think it's good enough, and it should cut the mustard here, as there's 1 Stalker for anti-air against 6 Voids now, something like that. And a bunch of Suicidal Phoenix, but I used to think I was indecisive, but now I'm... Funny. Oh, I get it, because he's not sure.
Yeah, that's the joke. The funny thing here is that this game would have been over like 5 minutes ago if not for that Adept. That Adept keeps turning those Void Rays around time after time after time.
Yeah, look at it go. They're just shading around. They're just being pesky. They're poking away. I guess in theory, if he had enough Adepts, he could drain the energy of the shield batteries. But no, this is an unstoppable death ball of Voids at this point. 38 army supply and more coming. He's got plenty of money. PrismBeams can build Voids for a long time on one base, surprisingly.
Yeah, but I mean, You can have 100 Void Rays here. If they never leave the shield batteries, then they never win the game. Right? I'm just wondering, like, will additional pylons expand? Like,
he could.
He may have 20 minutes before he has to actually deal with this. You don't know. I think as long as that adept survives, and as long as his micro is good and he's not losing units on the other side.
He's just he's pulling these voids back and forth. It's like a game of cat and mouse here, and PrismBeams just can't keep up. It would be nice if PrismBeams back at home got a fleet beacon as a follow-up to get that speed. You know, so I guess maybe he just anticipates either I win by this point or I lose. But yeah, to have speed for the Void Rays, that's what's going to allow him to catch these Stalkers, catch that Adept. But they're just too slow. They can't.
Oh, what is that upgrade I see? Is that the killing structures upgrade for the Tempest?
No, that's Resonating Glaives. That's Adepts.
Oh, it's Adepts.
That would be nice, though. A Tempest right now? Woo.
Yeah. Is there a fleet beacon? I know Additional Pylons likes building all the different tech structures.
I don't
make all his options open.
No, just some tier 2 tech. Nothing tier 3 just yet.
Yeah, double robo at the moment. Well, this might be a long one.
All right, we're going to watch this dance for a while. Get comfy, everybody. It gives you plenty of time to get your friends in here to watch.
So here's the interesting thing. Can Adepts do more damage than 7 shield batteries can regenerate?
1 Adept? No.
Like...
7
Is
Adepts?
It slowly draining those batteries, or is the batteries regenerating faster? I'm not quite sure.
Well, because the Voids are taking a shot every now and then, too. Yeah. So every time they come back, they're getting a little bit of energy. But no, one Adept is never going to be good enough to do that. All right. I don't know what else to say at this point. We're just going to continue to see Void. How many Voids are we up to this at this point? 20 now? Or no, we're at like 11, I think. 11 or 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that. I can math.
So a draw is a potential. If neither player expands. Oh, but I think Additional Pylons is distance mining now, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah?
So we're not going to get the draw if he's distance mining.
Maybe let's fast forward just a little bit here. Because I feel like we're going to be in this limbo for a while. Until a Stalker or until something on either the left or the right of these Void Rays dies, these Void Rays are just going to stay here.
I'm not feeling too good for Additional Pylons because he's not expanding. And he can barely afford to build 1 Phoenix at a time, and that Phoenix is just dying.
You don't believe in a Hero Stalker with +2? And a Warp Prism? He could lift Warp Prism Micro?
He's getting +3 now. He's getting +3.
Is that +3? Oh, jeez.
It's on the way.
Oh, no, that's only +2.
Is it green?
Yeah, he's just got +1 on the bottom there. What color? Oh, no, it is like... Oh, no, it's like a bluish or like teal for... Isn't it? I don't know. We'll find out because I have a feeling... Oh, no, the Stalker died!
Oh.
No! That was his one hope. Okay, there's a replacement. We're good. We've got a replacement Hero Stalker. Don't fret.
Yeah, if it ever stops to shoot, it dies because he can't trade blows with the Void Rays, even if it's just for a second.
Yeah. Is the range the same on Void and Stalker?
I believe so. Yes, identical. Well, the Warp Prism is not moving anymore too, so that has a potential of dying.
All right, Stalker's range. I'm looking up right now. Oh, that's...
Look at that unit's last tab. Oh my goodness.
What was it?
I'll just say that more Phoenix have died than Reapers died from
my
DominionDog.
Oh.
0 losses.
Now imagine 22
shield
Phoenix.
battery regen.
Yeah. Imagine 22 Phoenix swooping in here. 23 now.
So this is what's going to happen. Additional Pylons is going to distance mine as natural until it's dry. Then he's going to distance mine where the shield batteries are, lose all of his workers, and then the game will end in a draw. That's my prediction.
All right.
Of course, that will probably take over an hour, so we'll probably get timed out first, but...
Yeah, they do have the exact... Oh, all right. Well, I've put my money on the voids at this point just because, yeah, I don't think additional pylons is ever going to expand. By the looks of it, he is just long distance mining as a last resort, and we finally do have double Stargate production, which is good. But I mean, is it good when it's just double Stargate donation?
I do feel for PrismBeams here as well, because my bot did this versus Sprouch once upon a time, where Sprouch had these mutas that kept flying in and out of vision. So my units are all like, oh, there's mutas. Oh, never mind. Oh, there's mutas. Oh, never mind. All my units just kept wiggling back and forth, and the game went on for like 40 minutes.
The eternal dance.
So the draw mechanic,
yeah, how
if
does
a unit
this work?
dies, it doesn't reset that. But as long as there's mining, a draw will not happen.
For just one of the bots?
If either bot is mining, yeah.
Either bot.
If a
It's
structure
interesting.
dies,
He's pulling probes to attack here. Sorry, was that if a structure dies, it resets it?
it's three things. If a structure dies, or if something is mined, or maybe it's just two things. Those are the only two things I think to reset the draw timer.
Well,
So
it's going to be a
it's
long
okay,
game if it's mining, because additional pylons could technically long distance mine everything.
Until he moves to the base, until he distance mines where the shield batteries are. If he goes there, he's probably
that's
gonna lose
true.
all his probes.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I wonder maybe that's what these probes are trying to do here.
Maybe. I think they're on their way to do something different. Like expand somewhere.
Did you just
Like,
kill the adept? He got it! Ladies and
that's
gentlemen,
it.
what? It happened
I
so
don't know what
fast.
happened because it's too
Go
fast.
back.
But
Can we go back
he broke
just a
out
little?
somehow. This the adept lock is what happened.
Yeah, he got the
The
adept.
adept
Okay,
that
the
I'm locked
adept
there
lock.
for 20 minutes finally got too far forward.
Or something. Shades in here. The Void's finally committed or something to. Oh, they finally. Yeah. Oh no, it lives. And then the next volley kills it. Yeah, there's finally. The Immortals are far enough away they don't pull the Voids back in time anymore.
Yeah.
And
Once
then
that
they
adept
kill the
dies,
adept.
there's nothing to drag it back now.
Now
it can
there's
continue
nothing
moving
to drag
forward.
it back.
Yeah.
18 minutes of harassment and some nice micro out of additional pylons, keeping himself alive. But finally, the Void Ray Ball of Death breaks through. And we've got ourselves another ace match. Ace matches all night. This is good because last week I was very deprived of my ace matches. So
Yeah, just the one, I think, right?
yeah, just the one. Oh my goodness. PrismBeams pulling through. I gotta say though, additional pylons bought so much time. He could have taken over the whole map in that amount of time. So definitely some follow-ups that could have been done to seal the deal and deal with that void ray ball at the end. But nicely done. We are going to an ace match. Everybody got their votes in. We got 61% for additional pylons and 39 for PrismBeams. This is a close match.
Yeah.
This could go either way. Now is this what caused him to miss that? Was it really just that scouting probe, or was it a pathing? Was the map different enough that he just didn't go across that path? I wasn't watching that first scouting probe though.
Well, the probe passed by that base before the pylon was down. Okay. I'm not sure if it was intending to circle back afterwards and continue checking, because it did get stuck trying to get to the 6 o'clock base. I'm not even sure. Maybe additional pylons even thought the 6 o'clock base was as natural, because he did have a couple probes that were trying to get by the void ray for some reason.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure why they're out there. He never expanded. Yeah. So anything can really happen. Like that whole scenario happened because an adept existed. And then I think there's some weird stuff going on with additional pylons on that map that may not happen on other maps. So I do think it will come down to whether you can shut down the proxy or not, though.
Yeah, the adept was a little bit more useful than you wanted to give it credit for at the beginning.
Yeah, I totally jinxed it when I said the useless adept. It was the most useful adept ever.
For a while. In the end, he did still lose. But let's find out in game number 3. We've got another bot to toss in the scrap pile and another bot to advance into the lower bracket. Let's find out here on ESChamp ProBots. Game 3.
Mind me's.
Additional pylons.
Cow X's.
PrismBeams. Yeah, so don't try to start a conversation with additional pylons, in case you weren't aware.
You know what just occurred to me?
Hmm.
When those void rays cleaned up, they killed a nexus that was going up the natural. So
No.
additional pylons did finally expand. It just
No, no. I don't believe you. I'm gonna have to go back and watch now. Wow.
didn't he kill something at the natural? I'm pretty sure he did. It
wasn't-
didn't register in my brain at the time, but I think AP finally was like,
Wait, you might be right. Holy production, go back and check for us while we're talking here.
so they should just blame the adept. It's like, you only bought us 17 minutes. We need you to buy us 27
Yeah,
minutes.
come on. Well,
Oh,
now
oh.
was it because the main mined out? Maybe.
It
Did
could
the
be,
main
but he's
ever mine
mining
out?
for a while. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, maybe fully mined out.
So maybe.
But
it
anyways,
fully mined out.
massive probe pull. Actually.
Whoa! Yeah, additional pylons having none of it this time. Wow.
Yeah.
That is some
Sounds-
good learning right there. Because additional pylons does, react to what he sees. So it's interesting. We have such a bigger reaction this time.
Yeah.
But in
Huge overreaction, and these probes are not attacking efficiently. But with that said, this is still amazing for additional pylons. He's going up against a bot that's, I think, pretty much hard-coded to just do this proxy void ray build. So with this pylon going down, I think additional pylons will be in great shape. Let's see if a star part goes up at home for PrismBeams, or whether he'll try to rebuild that pylon.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Wasn't right away. The probe's still just kind of going down there. So it could very well, try to switch its build. It was trying to build that Stargate. Let's see if it's
But it will get
smart enough.
scattered right away
Okay.
with additional pylons probe watching. And I see another flood of probes coming out of the base of additional
Oh.
pylon. I think this will get shut down yet again.
Now, is it worth the lost mining time to keep shutting this down? I think so, because just for PrismBeams.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
typically
yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
typically.
in this particular case, when this is the only weapon your opponent has, then I'd say yes.
All right, well, it gets the Stargate up. That's nice, but
Yeah.
the shield batteries do not. So we should see another dead pylon here before another probe can realistically get over here and do something about it. Yeah, just now leaving the base. All right, looking good for additional pylons here. PrismBeams, you got to get these units down. You got to get a void ray out. If a void ray doesn't come out, then this is
You know what?
most definitely, I think, additional pylons.
Yeah, but this is really cut into the mineral income of additional pylons. He only is able to get out one stalker, and maybe one more is going to start up soon. No, one more started up.
Just having the
Okay.
probes here, as opposed to in game one, though, is huge. He's getting so much more damage that, again, there goes the pylon. Okay, the probes only actually, that's kind of nice. The probes only sent to deal with pylons. So, if it's a cannon rush, I guess, it can deal with that. Obviously, proxies, it can deal with. This is huge. Is there another probe coming? Yes, there is. All right, so he's going to try to
And
get a pylon. We should see another
There's a
probe.
second stalker.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get out a void ray, and the stalker count's really low because of all these probe pulls, it would be nice. But he's so far away from getting up a void ray.
Yeah, we've got double stalker production now as well. I do believe this proxy has been thwarted for its final time. We'll see. This is going to finish in a void ray will start.
But he can repair the... Oh, he's not repairing the pylon, he's repairing the Stargate.
Oh no! That's so unfortunate. Another pylon does get thrown down, but the stalker's immediately shooting at it. I don't think it's going to finish. Yeah, it does get canceled. So he's gonna keep trying. Bless his little robot heart here. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, with a third stalker here as well. No pylon. And the fourth is going to have and I do believe...
Yeah.
Oh, actually, he built a Stargate at home.
Did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I got tricked. I saw Stargate in the production. I was like, oh, he has Stargate at home. I lied to you all. I'm sorry. I got your hopes up for nothing.
I mean, if that pylon does ever finish, he's got 5 shield batteries to repair it. Oh, never mind. There's no Stargate anymore
No
either.
Stargate anymore.
This is over. Additional pylon. What
What a
little hope
good
I had
fight.
left for PrismBeams has dissipated.
No, hey, an amazing run from PrismBeams, taking a game off of Micro Machine in week 1. It did get knocked down 2-1 in this bracket, and also taking a game off Additional Pylons when this was the build that this really did seem like Additional Pylons death sentence was this Void Ray proxy in week 1. There was just nothing he could do about it. So an amazing run from PrismBeams here. Good job in your first season of ProBots. We must commend you for that. But you are going in the scrap pile, my friend, until next season potentially.
Yeah, because I don't think actually either of those bots can deal with PrismBeams proxy void rays.
Oh,
It's
what
more
did he say
about
at
can
the
they
end?
counterattack or can they shut down the proxy before it happens.
Yeah.
You get those void rays out, they can't deal with the void rays. So yeah, very powerful build.
Yeah, good stuff. And Additional Pylons will move on to the loser bracket. So it will face one of our upper bracket bots once we find out who those are next week who get knocked down. So we'll have a little break for these bots. They'll be able to get some updates. Here we go. I was looking to see. I wanted to see what Additional Pylon said. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. That's some wisdom right there. Wow. That's deep.
It's wrong.
What you always done.
We keep watching these bots do what they always do, and they win and lose. It's random.
Fun stuff. Little wisdom out of our bots there. You're right. Yeah, you're totally right though. These bots, very unpredictable. They can do the same thing every game, and we'll have totally different results.
Yeah,
every single time.
Which is shocking in itself, actually.
Need to read a few more philosophy books there. Additional Pylons. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited.
Upgrade his philosophy for the next update.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe something to counter your BenBot a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if any bots are going to be able to keep up with your SAS now that you've decided to build the ultimate BenBot.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
to see.
Well, I'm not sure how much extra BM it is, but also it has to win. It's only a sore winner. It's not a sore loser. So we'll have to see what I can do against the next opponent.
It's important to be a gracious loser, I think. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, I just haven't implemented that yet. I could be a whiny loser too. It's an important skill.
All right, we've got a break coming up here in just a minute. Thank you again all for being here. This is ProBots Season 2 of 2021, Day 3 here. Our first round of eliminations are occurring. We've got more best of threes after our break. We're going to do a quick member shout out here as well. Do we have one ready? Can we do that right now? Can we see Mr. ProBot? Jonathan, thank you again. I see your name a bunch. You must be doing some extra support. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping out. Do check out the Crown Club if you like post-bots. There is a free episode available to see what you're getting into in our Season 2 video page. Make sure you check that out. Hopefully, we'll have some more fail bots coming up as well. If you have a fun, how does that work? Submit failbot segments. So I'm assuming we want you to submit segments of failbots. So if you see a bot fail, send us a video. I'm gonna assume that's what that note means. It's very vague, but yeah, check out all the features on YouTube. It's slowly turning into Twitch. You can now super chat, super thanks, super duper all the stuff, and make clips. You can do awesome little clips now. There's a little scissors button somewhere down there. Check all that out. Make sure again to hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Get us a little bit more visibility on YouTube. Always good stuff. Ketrock, any thoughts before the break?
Yes, I can see the future, and Additional Pylons has no proxy void rays to deal with in his next match. So, congratulations to Mind Me. You don't have to deal with that build anymore.
Yeah,
unless you run into SharkBot again.
Well, it may not be proxy voids, but if it's tier, he might have to deal with some other shenanigans. And yeah, Sharpened Edge, another very strong Protoss. So more Protoss in his future. But yeah, no more proxy voids. He's hoping. But again, we'll see some updates out of these bots. Next week will be our first updates that we see, and that'll carry for about 2 weeks, and then we'll have one last round of updates. You can get all the dates for that on our forum or on the Discord. Check all that out. All right, I believe we're going to go to a break now. So make sure you stay tuned. Check out what is coming up. We've got more best of threes after the break. We've got ProBot 3000 or something. I thought that was Thunder. Yeah, hopefully we'll see ProBot 3000 coming back. Yep, I just got confirmation. His return was inevitable. So stay tuned for that. But sit comfy, get a drink, whatever you need to do. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more ProBots here on Season 2 of 2021. A lot of things to remember. Get all your friends in here. We'll see you after the break. We are back, everybody. Thank you for your patience. We have returned here on day 3 of Season 2 of ProBots. We are in our first elimination round of our season, and we are joined by our resident scrapping expert. This is the bot that actually... Oh, he disappeared. He'll be right back. Probably something to attend to. He actually helps us dispose of the bots every season and repurposes them. ProBot 3000, welcome to the show once again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Your camera's a little big there, but I'm sure somebody will fix that for you very soon. So, what have you been up to since the last time we had you on the show? I obviously busy scrapping bots, right?
All the time, trying to bring new bots into the world. I have a joke for you.
Oh, some jokes. Oh, please do share. Is this a PG joke or an R-rated joke? Should our young viewers cover their ears? Okay.
I think this will be fine.
All right, let's hear it.
What name should you never call a robot?
Dumb.
Rusty.
I get it. That was the most un-R-rated joke. You lied to me, Mr. ProBot. I was expecting some dirty, filthy humor out of you.
R stands for rust.
Yes.
What is filthy?
What is filthy?
Define filthy.
You're not a very learned robot, are you?
Still learning.
Race. Burn on the human race. Still learning. All right, you got any more jokes for us, Mr. ProBot?
I do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What do you call a robot dog? Dogmatic.
Dogomatic?
Dogmatic.
Dogmatic.
How about Sparky? I got a better punchline for that one.
Yeah, that is actually. Sorry, Mr. ProBot, but I think you need to update your humor subroutine a little bit. You're getting better though. You've got a lot more personality from the last time we saw you, so it's good to see you. You know, are you slowly trying to emulate the humans, or what's your end goal here?
To be a better robot, of course.
That's a good end goal. Isn't that what all our ProBots are aspiring to do? Man, maybe they can use you as a role model, and we'll continue to see some great updates out of these bots, and they'll continue to thrive.
Just don't try to converse with AdditionalPylons. He's not interested in talking to bots.
Who's your favorite bot?
Well, you, obviously.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yeah, I also say you, but just because I heard you want to take over the human race, and I think
I'd like to be. I'd be a slave to the bots. I'd rather do that than just get killed by them. So
don't worry, we'll remember you when the time comes.
All right. Well, are you excited for our next matches coming up here? I hear you might as well be the one to break the bad news. I hear you scrapped one of our bots a little prematurely here.
Yes, ANIBot.
ANIBot, unfortunately, did not end up working through the best attempts of some of our bot authors and people behind the scenes to make it work and live. ANIBot will unfortunately go out without playing a game in this season due to a critical error. And
did you sabotage ANIBot, Andy Man?
How would I? You think I'm smart enough to do that? Come on. You're fun. Now you've got some jokes, Mr. ProBot. Now you're funny. All right. Thank you for being here. What else you got for us before we kick you off our show?
I'd like to know, which bot do you think will win ProBots?
Oh, the best bot, obviously.
Which is?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. you can see our predictions in PostBots. We do give our predictions week to week in our Crown Club members show PostBots. Again, there's a free episode you can check out in our videos page for season 2. Have you watched that episode, Mr. ProBot?
I have.
3000?
I like Endersword.
He is pretty great. Hopefully he'll
Where
be
is
back.
he?
He has a virus or something. Maybe not a virus. I'm trying to relate it to computer terms. I guess I shouldn't just like come out and say he's sick. It's like a cold. It's something very minor, but don't worry. He's not dying as far as we know.
He shouldn't click on any spamware.
Don't click on any spamware. Yes. But yeah, he'll be back. Don't you worry. And yeah, we'll be doing PostBots. Maybe you'll join us for PostBots tomorrow.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for coming on to the show here. Yes, very busy bot. If you have any questions for our ProBot 3000, be sure to send them through Twitter or something in chat, or I don't know. We'll have them back on the show. You can ask them some questions, and maybe we'll do a Q&A with you at some point in time. That'd be fun. All right.
Hey, I have one more joke before we leave.
Oh, good. Okay, one final joke, and then we'll kick you out of here.
What bot is the rudest bot?
You?
IBM.
But all right, somebody get this bot out of here. We've had enough of this. Thank you for being here, ProBot 3000.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see him in the future. All right, let's get our next game rolling here. We've got some stats to look at and some bots to talk about. We have one more best of 3 and one more bot for our ProBot 3000 there to pull into the scrap pile and dispose of. We've got Straylock. And we've got We've got VeTerran, and we've got CreepMind. I was looking at the wrong bracket there. That's next week. You're going up against Straylock.
That's true.
Match. But tonight we've got for our last best of 3 here, little TVZ, one of our 2 remaining Zergs. So VeTerran is in that language you were just talking about earlier, Go. Now, have you done anything in Go? I know absolutely nothing about it.
No, I have not. But it seems to be getting popular with the bot authors. Mind me, the author of AdditionalPylons is actually rewriting his bot using Go now. And there's one other bot in Go. And I can't remember who. And then we got some new authors there as well.
We have another bot with Go this season?
Not in ProBots, no.
Oh,
but
not
on the
in
AI Arena ladder. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what he's got, and then we've got CreepMind, one of our few Zerg. Zerg. Are people just afraid to program in Zerg? Is it just harder? Why don't we see very many Zergs?
It's difficult to hold cheese with Zerg, and to get highly ranked in AI Arena, you got to be able to handle all the different cheese. It's also they're not that powerful in the super late game unless you're using spellcasters, and spellcasters can be difficult to code.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like creep spread, injects, roach ravager rushes, like those are very powerful at the race. So it has its pluses, but it's got some roadblocks that Protoss and Terran don't have.
Okay, makes sense. Well, he's going up against a Terran here, so we'll see what he's got. Last week, he did go up against where was it? Tyr. So yeah, Tyr not an easy opponent. Did manage to take a game off of Tyr though. So yeah, we could see anything happen today. We are getting that loaded up for y'all. Make sure you check out again all the links below if you're a new bot author. Check out the AIarena.net website and their Discord, and let's get some more bots. I love how many new bots we had this season. It's so good to see bot authors be able to just dive in and splash into our nice little scene that we got going on here. So yeah, I'm sure we'll see some more new faces next season. All right, let's go ahead and hop into our last best of 3 of the night. Thank you again all for tuning in to ESChamp's Season 2 of ProBots here in 2021. Let's finish things off with a nice TVZ CreepMind versus VeTerran here on ProBots.
Pisces.
VeTerran. CreepMind. This is it for one of these bots. We've got our seasoned veteran in the bottom left here, VeTerran. It's coming back with some new builds and with some increased mining speed. This seems to be a trend, and I would imagine it's only a matter of a season or two now before every bot has this, right?
There's a lot of bots using it now.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good buff to your mining rate, so you don't need it to win, but it's certainly helpful.
Yeah, it can give you an early game edge if you're doing a proxy or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically get one extra unit early, and in the early game, one extra unit can be life or death, so it adds up.
Oh, for sure.
Interesting expansion placements out of CreepMind. So CreepMind is a solid macro bot, but he decided to pull out some cheesy moves versus tier last week, as he didn't think he had the best chance versus tier. Now this week, macro, since there is no updates, he probably doesn't know who's going to be up against. So I don't think he planned anything specifically for VeTerran. So I hope we'll see his macro play, and we'll see how it does.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that fourth base is indicative of that. Is he's just gonna expand like crazy and take over the whole map, and then attack. So yeah, if you leave CreepMind alone to do that, you're going to be in a very sore spot in about 10 minutes down the road. Yeah, there's another base. So it does look like this is going to be the uber macro build out of CreepMind, which is a great way to start, great way to test the water. You know, if it works, great. You can maybe keep doing it. And if it doesn't work, okay, time to switch it up, maybe do a more aggressive build with, you know, burrowed roaches or something, which I'm really hoping we see a lot of burrowed roaches out of CreepMind here.
Yeah. So this is the build we saw him beat tier with in week 1. So yeah, this will be interesting. It is super, what do you call it? Uber macro?
Uber macro.
It's definitely lining up to that, as he has not even built a single unit other than a drone as of yet.
That could be a problem if VeTerran goes Reapers. VeTerran claiming to have some of the best Reaper micro in the business. Reapers, yeah, with no defenses back at home for CreepMind, would have a great time. But as it is, just Marines popping out Starport, on the way. So yeah, this looks like an old 1-1-1 build into an expand here, maybe.
Yeah, just reactoring out those Marines, which is a good choice versus Zerg, obviously, but a little worried with the lack of an expansion out of VeTerran. So he's kind of almost committed at this point to getting a lot of damage done with his first attack, because he's up against a 4 hatchery Zerg player right now.
Oh yeah, when it's just that though, if it's just macro, then any attack should do well, right?
Yeah, and he is attacking, so this is looking good for VeTerran. I'm not sure what CreepMind's going to be able to do. It's still just drones on the production tab. Only the first gas going down now.
Well, those mines are going to be so annoying for CreepMind to deal with as well, since he's focusing so heavily on the macro. Yeah, no detection anytime soon will be coming.
5th hatchery goes down.
Now it will be up to VeTerran to hunt these bases down and kill them. So we'll see. Maybe CreepMind can get away still with being real greedy, maybe expanding or building some more tech in one of the corners and moving on. But as it is, a lot of drones are going to come down and just die.
Yeah,
and
looks like they're trying to transfer to a new hatchery.
Yep. All right, well, we're going to have a dead main. So unless we see some more tech coming up in some other base, which we actually do. If you look at that layer coming up. But he's not going to be able to do much if his spawning pool dies, I guess, and all his drones. Good start for VeTerran. All right, but again, now he's got to be able to hunt down all these bases. Like you said, 4 or 5 bases across the map. They are mining. So CreepMind is definitely not dead by any means. Equal worker count at the moment. Just no army is kind of going to be the problem. We really got to get some army out here.
Yeah, this is certainly a build that would just absolutely overrun your opponent if he lets you do whatever you want for 10 minutes. But he didn't get those 10 minutes. You know, VeTerran quickly reacted that barracks, got up a nice pool of Marines, and immediately came across the map. Even got a medevac to keep them alive. Pool goes down before a roach warren is placed, so no roaches either.
That is unfortunate. I was really hoping to see some burrowed roaches, because if anything could deal with a handful of Marines, some burrowed roaches. Oh, Hydra Den. Interesting.
Yeah, the layer did complete, so you can go Hydras as well. That's an option.
Not a good spot to build that though, because as soon as this natural's dead, oh wow, actually VeTerran is spreading out nicely, starting to catch some of these bases trying to come up. But yeah, as soon as VeTerran goes up into that main, that Hydra den's just dead, right? Because it's like right there. Yeah. Ooh, this is not looking good for CreepMind. Perhaps a little too greedy here. And that Hydra den will finish, so we might actually see a couple Hydras in the production queue, maybe? Nope.
Nope. More drones.
More drones.
Drones for life.
He's
Main base is
hoping.
actually holding. Their base goes down.
Yeah, he's getting distracted by some of these outlying bases here, which is good. You know, if he could sacrifice this left base, he's still got 2 more on the right. He's got another one actually coming up at the 9 o'clock position now. So this is just kind of that scenario where it's whack-a-mole now. Whack-a-zerd.
Yeah.
Got to try to keep up. Which, again, VeTerran's doing a good job, and he's continuously building more and more army. So the more army that comes out, obviously the harder it's going to be to deal with as the game goes on, even with upgrades and all that. So I do predict CreepMind will get cleaned up in this game, and we'll need to switch things up in game 2 and not be so greedy.
And you would think that CreepMind would at least have like a giant bank by now with all these bases. But since he keeps transferring drones through the army of VeTerran, he's not getting the drone count up that you would expect.
That's actually
making nothing but drones and hatcheries. He's kind of broke.
And a Roach Warren, which is Hydra Den with no Hydras, and then into Roach Warren. So yeah, I do think it's just all the drones dying, all the pressure that's been put on has really kind of screwed up the build here, I think, for CreepMind.
Yeah, and VeTerran's on a healthy 2-base economy. 3rd base is on the way.
All right, well, Burrow's coming down. Roach Warren's going to finish. Do you believe in the Roaches?
Not anymore.
Not even with Burrow?
Like, if he wasn't transferring all those drones, he could have built up a massive bank and then throw down the Roach Warren, pop out 40 Roaches, and it doesn't matter that you lose your main and natural. But yeah, there's not going to be 40 Roaches here, unfortunately. There's going to be like 1, maybe 2.
Actually be good if he loses this main, because then he'll stop transferring workers up here.
So true.
Okay,
well, Lord's eating the Widowmine.
Interesting. All right, CreepMind has 4 bases still, and 23 workers. Now, is he going to keep trying? Now, is he going to try to rebuild his main? Is I guess the next question. Infestation pit on the way. So CreepMind has some ideas for the late game in mind. It's just never going to come to fruition. I don't think.
Looks like he's splitting up his army, looking for different bases.
Ooh. If I disconnect suddenly, it's probably because I lost power. There's a big old storm going on right now outside. Just so production's aware. All right. VeTerran is regrouping. There's bases on either side to kill. Units are kind of scattered everywhere. I guess the general's on vacation or something, and they haven't received proper orders.
Well, if we go to VeTerran's view, I don't think he knows about any of these bases. So he's probably on a little search and destroy mission. Now that he's found a base, he's sending his troops there, beelining over to that 9 o'clock position.
2 of them here. And he sees creep. Looks like. He sees creep on the left side too. So I wonder if can the bots recognize the creep or just the creep tumors?
It can see the creep. I don't think any bot would take advantage of that because you don't really know there's creep there unless you specifically say, hey, is there creep at this particular point on the map? And there'd be no reason to actually make that query unless... I guess unless for the specific scenario where you're looking for a hidden base.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, VeTerran is cleaning up the right-hand side here. Scan goes down to help the tank finish off the extractor. And yeah, that should pretty much do it. 11 supply for our CreepMind. He does have the 2 bases, but trying to build another infestation, but he can't even build drones, really, at this point. One's coming out. A couple are coming out, but... yeah, that's going to be a good win. VeTerran showing his stuff, coming back after a little bit of a retirement hiatus and looking strong. That's awesome.
Nice complexity to his army composition, too. We're not just seeing like 1 or 2 units. We're seeing Hellbats and Hellions transforming, auto turrets coming out of Ravens, Thors, tanks, Bio, Stim. Like, he's got the full repertoire.
Yeah, upgrades
nice
for all
looking
that.
army, too. Just like good amount of medevacs to go with that much Bio.
Well, and I really like the opening too. It is just that little one base, 1-1-1 kind of a pressure build. You know, he gets the Medvac, the Marines, and the Hellion. And then he goes and then the Widowmine, I think, follows behind too. And he goes and, you know, just puts a little pressure on. So in game 2 here, which I believe we're going to see something different out of CreepMind, we'll see how well that aggression works. It might be really good to keep him busy and stop CreepMind from doing exactly what he wants. Or maybe CreepMind can shut it down and bring us to yet another ace match. Wouldn't that be the dream? That's my dream.
That's the dream.
All ace matches that we're out. We've got 2 of 2 so far. I believe. All right. What do we got? We've got soon. So game 2 will be coming up soon, everybody. Thank you again for being here. Ketrock, thank you for filling in and joining us. Always nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's always fun to be here.
Any fans you want to shout out, or any cool streams coming up anytime soon? Nothing.
I don't think so. I'm still working on a gauntlet tournaments series for AI Arena, where basically the bottom bot on our ladder faces the second bot from the bottom, and then the winner goes on to face the next bot, and we go all the way up the list to the top. So it's a nice way to get an introduction to the bots from the most basic bots we have all the way up to the bots that we're seeing now in ProBots.
Yeah, that was being streamed just the other week, wasn't it? Because I remember tuning in briefly to some King of the Hill type something. I
don't stream it, but I put it up on my YouTube channel.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm just Ketrock on YouTube. But I put like maybe 1 or 2 videos a week for that.
Nice. All right.
So we'll go check 65 bots on the ladder, so it takes a while to get through.
Yeah, wow. Well, and they're all playing at fast speed too, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, not when I'm commentating the replays, though. So.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. Good point. All right. Well, check that out. Cool videos on Ketrock's YouTube. But let's hop into game 2 here and see if we can get into an ace match. Maybe CreepMind can bring things back around with another less greedy build, and maybe VeTerran can just seal the deal and move on in the lower bracket. Let's find out right now.
Sees.
VeTerran.
Ammos.
CreepMind. Ooh, okay. A little insight here. So the next build for CreepMind will be chosen at random. So a little draw bag here. This will be fun.
So I remember versus Tier, CreepMind had an issue where he went for this ultra greedy macro build, and then the next game he just went for a 12 pool when he lost. So that seems like a nice deviation, but both of them die really badly to a bot that just opens really strong on one base. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad we're not seeing the 12 pull here, because I think that it would have been held very easily by VeTerran's 1-1-1 opener.
I concur.
This seems like a much more standard. We got a pool gas into a hatchery. I assume it will be coming up to 300 minerals. Looks like he's saving up for that hatchery.
All right. Yeah, I like this already. So much safer build. We'll probably see some Zerglings out to maybe get a little scouting done here. There's the hatchery. Less greedy. I like it already. All right. So, yeah, I imagine VeTerran's just going to kind of do a similar opening, right? Get those Marines, get the Medvac, and go from there. Yes! It's roaches. It's roaches, Ketrock.
It is roaches. And again, if there's a time to beat VeTerran, it's before he gets to update. Because after he gets to update, he's not going to be beatable by a bot like CreepMind. But right now, it's much more even of a matchup. And I mean, you can go just defensive roaches just to deal with the Hellion Marine push we saw last game, or you can go for an all-in. Both are equally good options at this point in the game.
All right. Well, yeah, very passive start here. No proxies. Definitely a bit of a change of pace from the start of our show here, but it's kind of nice. I like a nice long strategic TVZ. So I'm kind of hoping we get into a more late game scenario, especially after last game seeing Veterans Production tab and just everything. Yeah, kind of like you said, just that nice, well-rounded army, upgrades for everything. Really seems to be built for a late game scenario. So I'd love to see him kind of get challenged in that scenario and have to fight off a 4-base, 5-base Zerg, something like that. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Early lair coming.
Yeah,
down
that
there.
is quite quick. But I do like the CreepMind's
the burrow.
concentrating on the drones, getting up a second queen for the double injects. And then as long as he produces roaches before that push, I think he should be able to hold it okay and have a nice economic lead.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have burrow quite in time. That would be super helpful to have. But yeah, he should hopefully be able to get a few roaches out. Ooh, third base. Those should be roaches. That's not
Might distract the Marines here. Maybe when he sees the Hellion, he'll hit the R key. But yeah, we need to see those roaches on production tab right away. If we don't see him soon, he's going to be in trouble. Still producing more drones, actually. 2 more drones getting queued up.
I don't
He
think
does
he's
have a couple
very
queens, though. Queens, never underestimate queens. Unless they're facing all this.
So when they're off creep, I underestimate them this time.
Yeah, that's okay. I said never. Come on.
You got to quit jinxing these poor bots, man. That's like the 3rd time tonight.
All right, 3rd queen's out.
All right, another queen. Here we go. And there is an overseer for the Widowmine, but yeah, it's still going to get its connection. Ooh, not a good opening. If we had just seen a few more roaches earlier, there is one roach out, but he doesn't have burrow and nothing to save him. And that might just be it, ladies and gentlemen, for CreepMind, one of our 2 Zergs in the tournament, looking to be knocked out here in game number 2 against just a very well-seasoned Terran build here. That's a nice, strong opening out of VeTerran.
Yeah. Nice kiting out of the Marines, too. I like how they stutter step forward versus the Overlord, but when they're getting chased by drones, they stutter step backwards.
Yeah, they don't really seem to get clogged up on each other either.
Yeah. Little things that separate the top bots from the rest.
Yep. All right, well, that's going to pretty much do it. CreepMind, ammo. Good job in qualifying for ProBots. You had a nice little run here. But you did meet your match.
Qualifying for ProBots in your first ladder season is actually amazing.
And to take a game off of tier, also amazing. So good run, good little run there. Gave us some fun games for sure. Really hope to see CreepMind in the future as well, because not enough Zerg, number 1. Not enough burrowed roaches in my life, number 2. So, no, good job and well done, VeTerran. You will be moving on to face one of our upper bracket players, but we'll find out who those are next week. We're going to have some more fun games, but that's it. That is our games for tonight. We are at a best of 3s. We have now officially eliminated 4 bots, and 4 bots will be moving on in the lower bracket. Again, just got to shout out all our bots here. BenBot, you gave us a good show. PrismBeams as well, getting knocked out, but nice first run here in ProBots. ANIBot, very unfortunate, that we didn't even get to see ANIBot play this season, but I'm sure ANIBot will be back with a vengeance in future seasons of ProBots. And CreepMind, good job. Well done, all of our authors. And we'll see you all next week for our next games. But we've got a few more things before we wrap up. Make sure, again, you check out all our descriptions, links in the description below. Our ProBot 3000 reminding me here. Let's take a look at our brackets before we wrap things up and see who's going up against who next week. So, Ketrock, you will be up against Straylock as our show closer next week. How are you feeling about that?
Pretty good. It used to be a very tough matchup for me, but I think I've taken a bit of an edge in that matchup, so not the Terran I'm scared of. VeTerran, who we just saw, I am scared of. He is a tough one to beat. Where's the upper bracket? There we go. Who else do we got here? Micah Machine and SharkBot. That'll be a very interesting match, as SharkBot's one of the few guys who can beat Micah Machine. Eris,
you've got a lot of faith in SharkBot.
Yeah, Eris is super strong now. I know it's the rewrite of Spiny, but it's surpassed Spiny at this point. Now it hasn't been. It will be updated for Gen Z bot. Yeah, so Gen Z's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, you think? I don't know. Gen Z bot, has always been one of our strongest bots. From season to season, very consistent. And we haven't seen him play yet, unfortunately. But yeah, next week will be Gen Z bot's debut this season.
Yeah, he is one of my favorites, and he is being updated constantly. So that's always a good sign when you see an active author. So he's probably got a good chance, but Eris is so scary.
I'm excited to see that. It should be a hell of a TVZ.
And then Tyr and Sharpened Edge. Probably still the best Protoss is probably Sharpened Edge. And then Tyr is the wild card who, in tournaments, outshines all the other Protosses.
Yeah, we're going to have some crazy matches next week. So make sure you all bookmark our forum. Follow the YouTube, however, hit the little bell, the whatever you got to do. Be here next week for these matches. It will be same time, same place here on ESChamp. Make sure you bookmark it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, ProBot 3000, for being here. Big thank you as well to our production in the background, Drek, Laddie, and Petzer, keeping the show running. Ketrock, thank you for your brilliance as well. It's always nice to have somebody who actually knows what's going on with these bots a little bit more. You really do know the inside workings a lot more, so it's nice to have that.
Yeah, I'm like the inside knowledge guy.
Yeah.
Kind of if you want to make some bets.
Next season, we're going to start doing some bets maybe. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, again, thank you all for being here. Join us next week, same time, same place. Check out the forum. Check out the Crown Club for PostBots next week, tomorrow night on PostBots. We are actually going to be joined by SharkBots author Shark Nice. So make sure you can come watch live if you're in the Crown Club, or you can watch afterwards if you're in the Crown Club. You'll get a notification about that. But check out all the cool YouTube stuff. Super thanks, super like, whatever. The clip thing, it's basically just becoming Twitch. So whatever you can do on Twitch, you can now pretty much do on YouTube. It's great. Thank you all for your support. Let's do one more member shout out before we wrap things up, and then we'll send you off. That could be you if you want to join the Crown Club and help support future seasons of ProBots, as well as the various other shows and whatever entertainment and stuff we put out. A lot of cool videos on our page. There's a video for new bot authors to get started and create your own Terran bot. I believe Drek just finished his last Just Play Like series where he interviewed a lot of pros and got some really cool conversations out of them. I believe you can check that out again on the forum to get all that information. But thank you all for being here. We are done with day 3. We have had our first eliminations. Next week will be our upper bracket once again, and we'll be knocking some bots down into that lower bracket. So hopefully you'll all be able to join us. Until then, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. And we're done.